walk as the board gets owned. Welcome to Dad's Drafts, your new homegrown.
Hello my good people and welcome to another episode of Dad's Drafts. Now as you can see, we're going to do another premiere draft of Tarkir Dragonstorm and I hope you will join me. Now if it's your first time or if you're a regular, welcome, and if you like what I do, feel free to click some buttons, it really helps me out. As always, I will say my picks, why I do them, and if you disagree with me, either you think I did something stupid in the playing or in the drafting, please do let me know, because I'm eager to learn and I would love to get better at this game. Now, we have been placed back to gold. We are currently platinum, I think, and let's see if we can get back to diamond or maybe even into mythic again. Though, I must say that I should also play on this account more off stream, simply to be able to raise in the ranks, because my other account is often way higher than this one. Anyway, this pack. I like the Tomb Guard a bit, but the problem is that the payoff doesn't really happen that often. I love the Dragonstorm. This is one of the must-have cards if you want to do anything with dragons. But there's also this Anaffenza, which I think is pretty decent. So for me it's between the Exile, Anaffenza and the Dragonstorm. And I think I'm going for the Anaffenza, simply because it's single white, which makes it, well, pretty playable in any kind of deck. And you can use this either as a combat trick because it has first strike, or after you do a block and something of yours is about to die, you flash this in and you will get a 2/2 spirit, or this gets bigger. Otherwise I would take the Dragonstorm, but I'm just going to go for the Anaffenza. Now, no one expects this person, of course. Draft 3, Mike. Okay. Alright. Well, I like the Attuned Hunter and the Wayfarer both. I think this one is pretty strong, especially if you have any renew or any stuff to get out of the graveyard. But since we're already in white, I'm going to take this Pack Beast. This thing is an absolute unit. I also played a game off stream with this on my phone and I had 3 of these, and well, it wasn't unbeatable, but this goes so fast, especially if you can go white. So I like our first 2 white picks so far, and let's see if maybe we can end up in anything with white, because I love these cards. Now I'm doing a lot of chatting, but apparently the Spanish Inquisition is maybe chatting even more, or actually takes a lot of time to read the stuff. Alright. Now, considering white, this is a bit of a whiff. I don't like either of these cards. There's a Lie in Wait, which is amazing, and a Formation Breaker. And this card is very strong. If you can play it on turn 2 and then get a counter on it on turn 3, I think it's the best, because then it becomes very hard to block. I don't want to go into 3 colors just yet, and I think the Breaker is probably better than the Doosan. And if you get this 3rd pick, it seems that green might be open. So let's see if maybe we can get this one, because it's a great combination with the Formation Breaker or even the Envoy. Wow, okay, well, green-white looking very open. There's about 4 or 5 cards here that I would like, since we want to try and go a bit wide. The Maneuver is actually a great removal spell. I also like these 2 and this Maneuver as well. But I think I'm going to have to take the Dragonstorm. The reason is, even if you don't play any dragons, if people remove this enchantment, you will still have the 2 white soldiers. And the soldiers are very good for the Pack Beast. But I really hope that one of these 4 cards will come around. And we're not yet sure if we are actually in green, of course. Okay, so I like the Sculptor. We could have had some pretty decent leave the graveyard stuff with green, black, and blue. But here I'm just going to cut off all the white and take the Maneuver, simply because there's quite some decent enchantments in the set. But also, if you can actually get this with a white strategy, it's very, very good. Beats most removals if you have like 3 or 4 creatures. Still some pretty decent green cards here, so I think green is open enough. But let's just stay in white. Oh my goodness. Well, it seems like no one's taking white. This Duty Beyond Death is amazing if you have any go white strategy, and I will take it over this maneuver. There's also a worthy cost and an Absent Monument, so it seems like we are in the right colors. But this formation breaker, I'm not sure if that's going to make the cut. Maybe we will end up in black-white, well, instead of green-white. And I think I'll take the Marshal of the Lost here. I know there's also this Detainment, but we've got the maneuver, and this can go very fast if you go wide enough, making it so that the opponent has to do unfortunate blocks all the time. So it seems like we will end up in a black-white deck. So whenever it attacks another target creature you control gains flying, which is good with the Marshal, of course. Attacking tokens you can have flying. Well, we don't have a lot of tokens. Maybe the Practitioner is better. Yeah, I think this one is always good, and this one is sometimes good. So I'm going to take the Practitioner. If you can get one trigger from this, it's amazing. Don't think I care about the Crocodile that much. I think I'm just going to speculate on the land. You never know what kind of bomb you will open in the next pack. Okay. Guess I'll take the Routine. Not going to play it, I think. There's a worthy cost, which is pretty decent. But we don't have a lot. Well, we do have something with counters, which would be a great combi. I'm just going to take this. I don't think we're going to play any of the other cards. Okay. It is a black card. We are getting some kind of counter stuff now. Okay, Dragonologist. Haven't seen any huge dragons. Love the Wildling as well, but I think we have to go for this Pack Beast. Simply because it fits our strategy very well. And looking at this, we might just end up still with a... What is it? Is it Absan? I don't even know. I should learn the clans by heart. But I'm slamming this Pack Beast. I think it will be amazing. Now let's focus on going wide. I love this one as a top end. Like the maneuver as well. There's a Druid. What is Sage of the Fang? Which goes well with the Breaker. We could still end up in green-white splashing black. I like the Rakshasa, but I think I have to take the Sage of the Fang. Simply because it does a lot of work in our deck. Okay. There's another removal spell, but I think I'll take this 2-drop. And hope the maneuver or maybe the leopard will come around, but I like to get some more 2-drops. Wow. So, very happy that I picked up the Rugged Highlands, because I think I will splash for this and maybe get rid of black. Like this. And then we'll just need to pick up some blue fixing as well. This thing is an absolute beating. Could play the Routine. I'll just put in like this. I'm not sure what we're going to do with this. Ooh, Dragonstorm is a great way to fix. There's also this one, which might be better. We don't have any dragons to get back. Dragonstorm or Caves. I don't really care about any other of the other stuff. I don't think we need the ramp. I'm just going to take the Caves here. Okay. Well, this is actually exactly what we need, so I'm going to take it. Let's see if we can end up with some more 2-drops and some more counter stuff, so that this also does something with counter. So the Breaker, the Successor, the Sage, it can all work together. And of course go wide. So there are some, the dogs for instance, the 2-mana white dogs. I would like that. Well, white is very open. I could take the Exile, but I think I'm going to take the Cove. Simply because I want my mana to be amazing. Detainment, sure. Premium removal. I'm going to take as few blue lands as possible, blue cards, simply because I only want to splash for the Dragonclaw. And now the mana is looking pretty good. Still not sure if we will go black. It kind of depends on what we will get. But what I want mostly now is more Pack Beasts and more True Drops. Potentially that gives tokens. Let me just turn... Okay, that is off. Okay. Now with this, we do want to do some non-creature stuff as well. Which we don't have a lot of. Detainment is okay. I'll just speculate on that. This can be a pretty decent way to trigger the Ash Key. A cheap card which you can always play. I'll take the Sun Shield. Don't think I'll play it. Dragon, we don't have another 5-drop yet, so this is fine. I don't think we have enough counters to make these good. Oh. Well, we are definitely going black. I don't think the Pack Beast will come around, but this card is too good to pass. A 4 for flying for 4 is already pretty good. But if you can board wipe the board when you're behind, I think that's amazing. So let's just take this Regent. And I think our mana is good enough to just play this. The odds of us having this actually is quite small. So 2 drops, go wide, and maybe some non-creature spells. That is also pretty good. Yeah, this thing has carried me a lot. I like this one as well. But I think I'll take this and just get rid of the Practitioner. And now we go 2 drops, mostly, just to be able to sacrifice some cheap stuff. And any tap lands, of course, if we can find them. I would also not mind a combat trick. Descendant of Storms or the Bear of Glory. I think the Descendant of Storms is better. Wouldn't mind the caves, but I'm going to take this one. Also simply because, you know, you can go wide or make counts or whatever. Okay, well, I think it has to be the land, but nothing really impressive here. Okay, there's a 2-drop. I will take it. Can also help with the fixing. Wouldn't mind another maneuver as well, but I think we just need 2 drops and the option to go wide, but we have not seen any of the wide dogs, unfortunately. Would slam it if I found one now. And we still have some stuff in the sideboard that we could play. For instance, the routine is not that bad. Sunshield is playable. Okay. Dawnbreaker is exactly what we want. It's a 2-drop and also it triggers with the Dragonclaw. So very happy to pick that up. It has to be the removal spell, I think. "15 creatures is okay. I guess I'll take the Snakeskin Veil. If we can keep anything alive and we have something with counters, it's already pretty good. We are a bit mid-rangey. And we didn't really get that many ways to go wide, unfortunately. Well, we've got this one, so if we swing with this once, I will probably just make a token. But we still need some playables here. Prefer not to play the blood flies, but if we have to, I will. Or a reclamation. Yeah, so this was our opening pack. And unfortunately, of course, it got taken. What was in it again? Let me think. There was something in it that I liked. What is it? No, coordinated maneuver. Okay. Yeah, well, we're not getting any more playables, it seems. Wow, so many practitioners. Guess we'll be playing some of the reclamations, but it is unfortunate. I had hoped to get more stuff to go wide, and also some non-creature spells which are more decent. So I think we can maybe cut one land. We've got some scry. I don't think we need the elephant. Yep. This is actually pretty good in any blue-black deck, but we don't have anything with graveyard, so I'm just going to do it like this. Alright, well, let's see how this goes. Didn't see any of the devotees as well. The white 1-drops, which are amazing. Not the best deck. We missed out on quite some stuff, but I'm going to keep this. Guess I'll get a swamp or a forest, depending on what we draw and what we have the least of. Let me see. Green, green, green. Yeah, we've got a lot of green. I'm just going to take the black source. No 2-drop, unfortunately. But the opponent is not going too aggressive. So only enchantment, yeah. Well, next turn Practitioner into Dragonstorm into Pack Beast. Wow, that is pretty good actually. So I think we have to remove that actually. And we will discard the Fellow Thar. Because we cannot play it. I'm removing it not because of the threat of damage, but mostly because you can just start drawing cards. And this is the elephant one. Okay. The elephant we cannot kill. Oh, that hurts. Ugh. We're missing land drops. We cannot go Pack Beast, unfortunately. Maybe next turn. I think we have to risk sacrificing a token, yeah. And if he has a Snakeskin Veil, this will be very, very painful. But I think we have to take a risk. Okay, so we lose one token. If we draw a land next turn, we can do both of these, but it's not amazing. What just happened? What? Okay, I missed that. Did he just remove it before damage? I'm not sure what happened there. I will watch that in my video. But here you can see that the pack beasts are pretty good if you can go wide enough, and we're just lacking pretty much anything at the moment. No 2-drops, no go wide strategy, no stuff. And he's just playing all out. And even if we draw our dragon, it will not be good enough because he has 2 dragons. So I don't think we can actually win this still. Yeah, we keep drawing cards that we cannot play, so I think we're pretty dead here. We've got one more turn after this. Okay, never mind. So I'm not sure what happened there. I thought I could remove the regent, but once the opponent plays a Ugin, it's just over. He can exile something and then get a lot of card advantage. Okay. Game number 1 is a loss, but that doesn't mean anything. I hope. Let's continue. Okay, green, black. Would love to play the Wayfarer after the Successor, but we don't have a white source. So I think we will have to use this to find a red, blue or black source. Or both. White was also nice, but I think I prefer the option to play either of these pretty soon. And the odds of us drawing a white are quite bigger. But the mana of this this deck is not ideal. I think maybe I'm taking too much risk by playing also black with this one. But if we didn't, we would not have enough playables. Now I wished we would have kept the white. Okay, well let's just build out the board. We can attack with this next turn. So there's the white source. Let's just attack first. It has menace, so let's just see what he does. The question is, are we going to return that? Do I care? I think I do. If he has the exile to... Okay, well that's a very good play, but at least we get our dude back. Kinda need another white source, unfortunately, to be double spelling this. And of course also need blue at some point. Yeah, I think maybe I should just alter the deck a bit and get rid of the black cards. I do have the dragon, which is worth playing, I think. So we need something to block the leopard. That is a pretty good combination. And the 2/2 white soldier token can block the leopard. And I prefer to build up some defense instead of playing the dragon. Because I would not block the leopard with the dragon, but I would block it with the soldier. And if we draw an untapped land, we can double spell next turn, and this is of course very good with the successor. Okay. It would have been very good with the successor, but alas, it has already died. Yep. Yeah, that's good action. That's what the leopard is meant for, of course. And we're just sitting here doing absolutely nothing. Well, at least we can almost play the Ash Key. But it's unfortunate that the successor has been killed. But I would love to draw some kind of instant or sorcery so I can actually trigger this the turn I play it. Or artifact or enchantment or whatever. And I cannot play it next turn because I need blue and red. So this has to enter first. Okay, I think the token is gone. Yep. Well, I think I have to block that. Simply because he's going to get a lot of stuff from the leopard otherwise, but this is not going the way I was hoping it would go. Yeesh. Well. He's playing a nice deck. Very controlly. Yeah, it's just unfortunate that we did pick up some pack beasts, but none of the go wide cards. I'm just going to block. I know he's going to kill the Wayfarer, but I'm fine trading a 2-drop for a 5-drop. Okay, not a creature spell, unfortunately, but maybe I should have kept it to maybe trigger this next turn. But there's quite a chance that he could counter this. Should have played the Ash Key before the Descendant, because now he can... Yeah, that was a big misplay. Oh my goodness. Yeah, should have played the Ash Key first. Yeah, that's just dumb playing. And I think we're pretty dead here. Single white. Yeah, this mana is just terrible. Maybe I should just cut the Ash Key. Because going 5 colors is just... Oh my goodness, dude. All the exiles. We don't have a board wipe, so if he double spells now and plays the Scion, 2, 4, 6, 8, yeah, he can just harmonize this. Probably just bounce the Descendant and then get 2 dragons. Oh, well, this also works. Never mind. I'm not even going to try to come back from that. Yeah, let's get rid of the Ash Key. Because it's biting us in the ass mana-wise. Maybe that was the mistake during the draft. I fell for it. Let's get rid of this. Get rid of any blue. And any red. Yeah. So I got 4 lands, so we need double black, red. Guess we also don't need this one. I do need one more black, and I have most. white. So let's do it like this. Well, it should at least go more smoothly. I'm not sure if it's better. So maybe I just fell for the trap during the draft. I shouldn't have gone for the ash key, but it is a bomb. Must admit, when I picked it, I thought I only had to splash one color, but then it turned out I had to splash two. So I shouldn't have done that. Let's see if we can still snatch out 1 or 2 wins. Well, not with this, but I'll keep it. Any forest would be nice. Of course we draw that on turn 1, turn 2. Yeah, well, at least we can do a swing next turn. And if we get a token from it, that's fine with the Kirin. Okay, well, I'm sure he's not going to block that one. And if I don't draw a land, I will use the Kirin to bounce the token. But this is going to be a big problem. Yeesh. Do we offer the trade? Oh, this is so annoying. I think I want to keep the token now. Simply because I have the pack beast. But he's got a better board and he might just have his 4th land. And we absolutely don't. Okay, there we go. Could have a counter spell, so I prefer him to counter this than the Fellow Thar. And maybe we have to go Kirin into to get the token. But maybe the pack piece is just a better option here. Okay, so token is probably going to... Okay, interesting. Non-token creature, yeah. So I'm going to have to use this one. And then either use the Kirin or the Offensa. Depending on what he does. If he attacks with both, which I don't think he will, I will block with these two. If he blocks only with the Serpent, I will block with the Wayfarer. Try to flash in the Offensa to get the two Endure trigger stuff. Oh, that is annoying. And also very aggressive. Okay, so we can just return that. I think that's the best thing. Oh my goodness, yeah, he's going absolutely ham. So we could still jump with the Wayfarer. I think that's still fine. Especially because he's playing all this before combat. It is going better than the last 2 games, but wow, he must have a lot of removal. I'm just going to make a Spirit token because I want to play the Pack Beast. Oh my goodness. Come on, deck. Do we want to go Kirin, draw a card, or Formation Breaker? I think Formation Breaker is probably the best thing here. I can block with the Pack Beast, and next turn I can play the Fellow Thar and sacrifice a token to put counters on everything. We have to become a little bit aggressive, I think, simply because he will get a lot of value from this stupid opportunist. Okay, so we've got nothing against the Cotis, and that is unfortunate. Yeah. Well, I'm happy that he didn't attack. Man, we are so being screwed here by these stupid lack of land draws. So this cannot be with lesser power. So we can just attack with a breaker, which is pretty decent, I think. And we can just keep this going, depending on his attacks. We can use the Kirin at some point. And as long as he doesn't play anything bigger, we can just keep this growing. Which might be pretty decent with the Snakeskin Veil and the Sage. But we are lacking one forest to do both. Okay. Maybe this formation... Oh, crap. I was about to say, maybe this formation breaker can do... what is it? Pull us into a win. But we can go for the Kirin because he doesn't have any flyers. Oh, could you please just give me some cards here? So this has to attack, so it will die. But then this will become a 3/3, which still might be pretty decent. I think we'll just play the Marshal here. Just get that one more attack trigger. So we want this to get pumped and that to be sacrificed. And now he is pretty much on a 2-turn clock. He will block the Fellow Thar. We keep up the Snakeskin Veil for the Kirin, and we might still make it. I know that I can also use the Snakeskin Veil because he's tapped out, but I don't think I need another attack trigger from this, so this is fine. I just need this to stay alive. So he needs to have 2 removal spells. Or we win. And I'm just blocking both. Okay, so that also works. It's very annoying that it has Death Touch. So we cannot finish it this turn, unless we find a removal spell. Okay, so let's just play it easy. Play this one. Not attack. And I know he has the card draw coming up. Yeah, there's no point. Unless we have trample, but the Pack Beast is just going to die anyway or get jumped. The question is, if he tries to kill the Sun Shield, do we use the Snakeskin Veil to protect it? This is our win condition at the moment, with the tap ability to kill the Death Gorger. But he might as well just have found a another flyer. And next turn he can attack, what is it? Return something for free. I mean, kill something for free. This was just the most annoying card that he could have played. I mean, we are still going wider than he is, so we could just attack with everything. Excuse me. I have to keep both of these alive. Okay, that's fine. 3 mana left. I think we might get there. Are we going to make it, is the real question. I don't care about any damage at the moment. He could have a way to give that hexproof. But let's just try it. Yeah, he has his own snakeskin veil. Oh, he doesn't. I think. Let's try. He could still have the snakeskin veil, but if this all... Whew, okay. Okay, good game. Wow. I didn't actually thought I would get there with his curving out on turn 2, 3 and 4. But we managed in the end. It's always important to keep the eyes open for any opportunities. And I think we used every opportunity that we did get. So, next one. Yep, this is pretty decent. Could just play this as a 4-drop. I think that would be pretty good. I don't like wiping my own board. Some 2-drops would be nice, otherwise I'll just flash in the Kirin, of course, but it's not what I prefer. Big elephant, yep. Due TB on death also being way worse if you cannot go wide. I think I'll just roll this out as a 4-drop. Okay, no 3-drop unfortunately. He has nothing to exile. He does have some graveyard stuff it seems, so I think I will keep the Sun Shield behind. You need a way more mana, homie. Yeah, I should just attack, of course. Guess we'll just go Marshall here. Depending on what he plays. That is annoying. I think the Absan is always the better one. You must have a very, very counters focused deck. You should have done that before combat, right? Okay. Yeah, that's the oops. No formation breaker, unfortunately. We don't have anything to target with the Severance, because all his stuff is cheaper. And also the, what is it, the counter that he will get will be, the elephant will be too cheap for us to kill. And one more turn, I think. So if he plays something big, maybe I will go Severance, but I would prefer to just draw a green source. Okay, interesting. Seems like he's going to kill my Marshall. Okay, so now we have something to sacrifice, which is not that bad. But I would like to draw a green source so we can go Breaker. Okay, so... I think we have to kill the enchantments. And I'll just keep up the Duty Beyond Death, even though it will just only give us one counter. It's pretty much the only way we have to win at the moment, simply because we're stuck on 4 lands. We don't have double black nor green. But we are not going to win this race, obviously. Oh my goodness. Okay, there we go. So, nothing to kill. We're just going to do this. Attack with the Kirin. Next turn we're going to block with the Breaker and the Marshal. Use Duty Beyond Death to sacrifice the Marshal, put a counter on everything. And then we can get in with... for 6 damage, so he's on a 2-turn clock. Okay, so this was a very good turn for us. I do expect him to have something. Okay, we could kill that. I think we do, because we want to get in for damage to win the race. So this has wards 2, and that we can pay. And now he cannot attack with the elephant anymore, because we have lethal. And if he doesn't play anything, I will probably just go for the Sun Shield to exile his Mammoth Bellow. And otherwise it's probably just going to be this. Okay, so he has the reach. Yep. So that's annoying. I think we go Sun Shield. Yeah, I think the Sun Shield is the best option to get rid of his thing. And next turn we can tap the Pummeler. No attacks. If he attacks, I will take all the damage, I think. We can tap that, attack for 3, and then we'll have one more turn. If we draw another land, I think we have lethal. Depending on what he plays, but we could tap the elephants, play the Dawnbreaker to make this +1, +0, and then he cannot block it anymore. But it's all very iffy. A good evening, Shiva. Welcome. Great to have you here. Yeah, he's going to kill the Sun Shield, clearly. Ouch. And now I think we do have to block. Let me think. I think he's just dead here. Unless he plays something else. Let me think. If I play this gets +1, he cannot block it. Yeah, I'm just going to chump like this. And if this works, we should be fine. Yep, okay. How are you? I'm actually pretty good. This deck, however, is not amazing. We are 2-2 so far. I took too much risk with the previous build of just going 5 colors. I've narrowed it down to 3 and it is going much better. I fell for a trap, which I shouldn't have. And it is going better, but I don't expect this to become a trophy deck. Yesterday, however, we tried to go for the, what is it, the booster boxes. And we actually went 4-2, which was pretty decent. But this could just as well be the last game. We still don't have a great deck. Especially with opening hands like these. Okay, so this is much better. Of course, ditching the planes. We've got all the colors. But I would like to draw some, 4, 5, 6 drops and stuff. Hello, Lord Tito. That is actually not a bad draw. Let's see if we actually want a land. Okay, so we don't even get the option. This is not a bad card too. So we could go Dawnbreaker into thing, but I think I want to scry. So I'm just going to do that next turn. And then I can attack with both. Going Dawnbreaker into Snakeskin Veil to use as a flurry combat trick. I'm not sure about this card. I've never seen it be any good. Okay, so wow, why would you do that? Okay, so well, now he knows what we have, but I'm just going to do it anyway. Four damage for free. I'm taking it. If we do draw another land, it's going to be either of these. Preferably the dragon, I think. But we could make this Wayfarer into something huge as well. So if this dies, he puts a counter on something else. If we play this, this becomes a 5/5. Let's just go for the dragon. Dragon sounds good. We can make it a 6/6, but I think he has a removal spell. Okay, this is interesting. Let's just take no risk. I think he has something, but we have to block. Well, at least his still dies, which is what I was hoping for. Now, I would love to draw a green source, but I don't think it will happen. Huh, there we go. Seems like it will happen. Now, will we win this race? I'm not sure. If we find any jumper, we will win this race. Any creature is a win at this moment. He doesn't have lethal, so I'm just going to keep jamming. I'm playing the Evolving Wilds simply to narrow our draws. I wonder what he has. If he has a pump spell, which is dead. Oh, well, that's one way to go out. That was classy. Good game. And how about you, Shiva? How have you been? Any luck in the... what is it? The limited environment? Drafts, sealed decks, whatever. I've been good, I've been really busy. Yeah, well, here it's just the end of my holiday, unfortunately, but even though it was a holiday with 2 kids and all kinds of stuff, I've also been pretty busy. I'm keeping this. I know it's not the best, but we have a turn 2 play, and we have a couple of draw steps to get to our black source. There we go. A non-land permanent. So he can also sacrifice himself. But let's just try and play this. Go for no. And next turn, if we play something small, you could just sacrifice it, or even a pack beast if he plays some terrible blockers. This will become a 4/4 and a... wow. Well, I think we just go aggressive here. Let's just go pack beast for value. And just attack with both. Sacrifice the pack beast. You started on standard ranked. Oh, good for you. And how's that going? I do play standard ranked, but not for the ranked games, just for the dailies. So I'm not even sure what my rank is. I play with the basic decks. I think I'm in gold or something with my account, one of my accounts. Okay. Well, that's not too bad. We still have some decent plays here. I will play the Sun Shield to tap down anything, and we'll just keep jamming with this dude. Keep up the Snakeskin Veil. Yeah, this is looking okay. I'm just keeping the breaker alive, and I think he has to play some pretty big stuff to make this combo beatable. Even if he plays a huge dragon, well, maybe that. Maybe if he bounces it, he can have the dragon that bounces two things. That will be terrible. Yeah, let's just keep it alive, or at least try to keep it alive. And if he has no follow-up play, okay, he does. So we can tap that, or we could trade it. I think we just tap it. Oh. Guess we don't actually have to anymore. Okay, so I must admit, even to my own surprise, the difference of playing 5 cards and 3 colors without amazing fixing is huge. And I think this is one of the first games that actually shows me the real difference. Simply because before I played 5 colors and it went very difficult. And now I'm going into 3 colors and it's so much better. I mean, the difference is huge. And this is, by the way, amazing hand to keep. Next turn we can go Practitioner. Okay, so let me just think. I could attack with this to get in for 3 damage, or go for the Practitioner. Let's just go in for 3 damage. He's not going to block. And next turn we can do the same thing again, make a token and then play the Duty Beyond Death, for instance. Okay. Well, him using a 3 mana spell on a 1 mana creature is just amazing value. Of course we did pump some stuff into it, but this is pretty decent. Okay, so we cannot play that. Let's just go Sun Shield and next turn Practitioner and tap anything that he wants to try and attack with. And of course we're going to attack for 1. Let's just hope to draw some more lands here. Okay. Yeah, that is painful. Yeah, I really need a land here. Okay. Let's go Pack Beast because it's the best blocker. Next turn we can do these two, or that one. I think I want to get rid of both actually, they're both very good cards. Yeesh. Yeah, he is jamming. He's probably just going to make it bigger. Okay, that is actually pretty good. He doesn't have lethal. Oh, that actually doesn't count itself. That's unfortunate. I think we still have a pretty decent chance here. I was just expecting to get double counters, but this is whenever you cast, so the successor was not a battlefield yet. Okay, so I need to do some math here. I can remove one thing. We'll have the flurry trigger. Then we can do duty beyond death. Yeah, I think we just need to swing with everything. See what he does. Well, I think we have one more turn here. Oh, that's amazing. Wow. I do need to keep some blockers behind. So I cannot attack, unfortunately. And maybe he still has lethal, by the way. Simply because he can attack with everything. But this is a good combination, but maybe I should have done a bit more math. I hope he's not doing the math. Because he can attack for... Yeah, I think he just has lethal here. He can get so many tokens, it's crazy. I hope he just doesn't see it. And not attacks with everything. But he does have lethal. He just has to pop the monument, gets 2 tokens, attack with everything, get 5 more tokens, and we will die. Please just only attack with the surveyor, please, and give me one more turn. Yeah, he sees it, unfortunately. Yep. That is unfortunate. We would have had him next turn, but this is just the game. Well, that's it for today. I think this really did... I did learn a lot from this game. Simply with the deck building. We went 4-3 eventually, which is decent enough for me. Even though I had all the fixing, it was not worth playing the Ash Key. And the deck went okay. So if I didn't play the Ash Key before, maybe it would have ended higher. But this is fine. We won more than we lost. Thank you for watching. If you like what I did, feel free to click some buttons to help me out. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.
Grab the card, shuffle dreams in the palms. Dad's drafts roll heavy, we bombing like psalms. Stacks on the table, strategies to flex. Running these lines like counterspell checks. Dad drafts in the zone, pulling rares from the throne. Mana on the stack, magic seeds we've sown. From poppers to planeswalkers, the board gets owned. Welcome to Dad's drafts, your new homegrown. Welcome to Dad's drafts, your new homegrown.